Hi everybody, this is Crystal. So today I'm going to show you how to make this little lapghan here, or little throw. It measures approximately 52 by 34. So if you look at it, I know I don't have a lot of room here. It's made with double crochet stitches and then front post triple crochet stitches and back post triple crochet stitches. So I would consider it intermediate pattern. Unless you know how to do front post triples and back post triples. That's what you're going to have to know how to do in order to do this. If you've mastered them, you'll be able to make this no problem. So if you look at it, it sets where the post stitches, I have it set up to where when you lay it out, the post stitches go horizontally like this versus vertical. You see how they're vertical like this? I have mine set up to go horizontal. But when you make it, you actually make it vertically like this, back and forth. And then when you're done, you flip it. And then it's the post stitches will be horizontal. So that's pretty much all there is to it. It's really nice. It's nice and heavy. The yarn's really pretty. So let's go ahead and get started on this. Okay, for this project, I use Yarn Inspirations Bernat Crushed Velvet. And let's see. It is a bulky number 5. And it's 100% polyester. If you've never worked with the velvet yarn, I really like the velvet yarn. It's nice. There's 315 yards, 10.5 ounces, 300 grams per ball. I went through 3 full ones and then I have half of another one left. So that's the yardage you will need. Approximately 1150 yards if you're using this yarn. Okay. And then, oh, I'm sorry. The color I use is called burgundy. And then I'm going to be using a size K, which is a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. And as always, I want to take a second to ask you not to forget to get this video a thumbs up if you like it or you enjoy this video. Also, if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click that bell. That way you never miss any of my updates or anything like that I put on. If you love yarn, you'll like my channel, I think. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with a slip knot on our hook. Now the velvet yarn is a little delicate, so you just got to kind of be easy with it. Now, to make it my size, I started out with a chain of 125 stitches. Now that number is the length of the lapghan. It's the length of it because we're going to be working vertically, but when we're done we'll flip it to where the posts are horizontal. So this chain is the length of it. So if you feel like it's not big enough for you, you want it bigger, it's done in a multiple of 2 plus 1. But you want to follow me. We're going to chain 125. All right, now once you get your chain of 125 done, what we're going to do is do a double crochet in the 4th stitch from the hook. So remember, we don't count the one on our hook. We go 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th stitch, we're going to do a double crochet. And this yarn is a little dark, I guess. And then we're going to work 1 double crochet in every stitch for the length of the chain. Just like this. So row 1 is just 1 double crochet in every stitch until you get to the end of the row. Just like that. Okay, when you make it to the end of row 1, you should have a total of 123 stitches. And that counts this little chain on the end. I know he doesn't look like a stitch, he's just kind of a chain, but he counts as a stitch. So counting him, you have 123 stitches. Now for row 2, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now rows 2 and 3 are the repeat rows for the rest of the pattern. So it's just a 2-row repeat. So we're going to start off by putting 1 double crochet into the very first stitch. And now we're going to put a front post triple crochet around the post of the next stitch. So we're going to yarn over twice like we're going to do a triple crochet. And then we're going to go around the post of the stitch like this. And then we'll go ahead and work our triple crochet like normal. Just like that. And then we're going to put a regular double crochet into the top of the next stitch. Just like that. And then the next stitch will be a front post triple crochet. So we'll yarn over twice. And instead of going into the top of the stitch, we go around the post of the stitch. And then we do our triple crochet. And that's kind of the repeat now for row 2. We're going to put a double crochet into the top of the next stitch. And then we'll do a front post triple crochet around the post of the next. Double crochet into the top of the next stitch. And then a front post triple around the post of the next. And that's it. That's what we're going to repeat for row 2. And you'll start to see the posts take shape. Of course, you'll see them better the more rows that you do. So it's just double crochet, front post, triple crochet, double crochet, front post, triple crochet, and you repeat that pattern all the way until you get to the end of the row. Okay, when you make it to the end, your very last stitch here, you want to go ahead and do a double crochet into the top of the very last stitch. So you'll end every row with a double crochet. Maybe. Just like that. And you still should have a total of 123 stitches. Okay, for row 3, we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now we're going to work 1 double crochet into the very first stitch. So it's always a double crochet into the very first stitch. Now we're going to work a back post triple crochet into the next. So we're going to yarn over twice and we're going to work around the post of the next stitch right here. But we're going to go from behind like this. And that way the post is on the back of your hook. And then you go ahead and do your triple crochet like normal. The back post is always a little bit trickier than the front post, but once you get going, it's not hard at all. Now we're going to do a double crochet into the next. And then a back post triple crochet into the next. So you go around the post from the back like that, and then do your triple crochet, double crochet into the next stitch, back post triple into the next, and that is a repeat now for this time. Double crochet into the next, and then back post triple into the next. Now when you flip your work to the right side, your posts will be lined up. See that? They stay lined up the whole time. We always keep your posts lined up by working this way. So you can want to go ahead and repeat this pattern. Double crochet, back post triple crochet, double crochet, back post triple crochet, all the way until you get to the end of row 3. Okay, once you make it to the end of row 3, you want to end by putting a double crochet into your last stitch, just like that. And now all it is just a repeat of rows 2 and 3. So row 4, you'll chain 1 and turn, and you'll repeat row 2. And that's where you do a double crochet, front post triple crochet, double crochet, front post triple crochet. So every time you're working on the front of your work, you're working front post triples. Whenever you're working on the back side of your work, you're working back post triples. So it's really pretty easy. So you just want to keep repeating rows 2 and 3 until you get a total. I did 47 rows. You can do more if you like, but once you get your 47 rows done, I just went ahead and tied off. Now if you want to put do a single crochet edge, that's fine. I really didn't find it necessary with this yarn. It's pretty forgiving, so I thought it looked okay without that. But if you want to, there's, you know, I still have a half a skein left over. You could definitely have enough to do that if you're making it my size. So remember, if you do choose to make it bigger, remember we're working a vertical, where our stitches are vertical like this, but the finished product will be turned to where they're horizontal. So when we work back and forth and our post stitches are vertical, we're actually working on the width of it, because when we turn it around, that, and they're horizontal like that. This is how I displayed mine, how I designed it to where the ripples or the post stitches are horizontal. So that is it. It's actually not hard at all, and it don't take too much time, considering you're working like front post triples and everything. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. I hope you were able to see that yarn okay. I know it was a little dark, but don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you look over on the right hand side of the screen right about now, there's some other videos there. Maybe you want to check them out. Some baby blankets and stuff if you like to make blankets. But that's it. So until next time, have a good day.